Hi guys and welcome to my review of Haikyuu chapter 276. First of all, poor Hinata. He got roasted in this chapter. He had bad memories awakened. It was an intense chapter for Hinata. But yeah, this was a good chapter. This was the beginning of Karasuno's counterattack. I don't want to say I was confused about the beginning. I was confused about why the beginning was necessary, where we have the two people in the audience talking about like the rules of the rotation, because he started it off with, if there was one rule I could change. I mean, they could just have talked about how the game differs when you have different rotation, but I mean, it was fun to see, but at the same time it was like, okay, it took a little too long. It was a weird setup for that conversation. But other than that, I really liked how they decided to like go about their counter here. So having Tsuki and Kageyama be able to defend as well as possible. That was, yeah, I think that's really great, because in the middle of the chapter you have Hinata like shown as the offensive player and Tsuki shown as the defensive player, and I really, again, Tsuki is my favorite character, so obviously I like it when he gets time to shine, and I love it when his abilities are used for something really great, like here, where it's like, okay, you're gonna have to shut out this Mia guy because we ain't gonna have them take that many points anymore. And I also really like that they were like, okay, Kageyama is an intensely good player. He has a great like reaching point, jump height point. So we're gonna take advantage of that as well, and we're gonna shut down their ace. It's really great that they like thought about their strategy. Like, not that they don't do that, but it was really great to see what they thought about going into the third and final set. But my favorite part of the chapter was definitely the Nishinoya Asahi part, where you have Nishinoya being like, it feels like my feet are glued to the ground, and I know what this is, it's because I'm afraid. And then you have immediately following that, you have Asahi being like, it's okay if Nishinoya is not feeling his best, that's okay. Because he understands, and you can't pressure people into always being at their best. Like, at some point people crumble, sometimes people don't have a good day, and sometimes they're just matched against people who are the worst match for them. So you could be the best player ever, but you could just meet your worst match, and that's basically what's happened to Nishinoya here. He's found the one guy who's not only insanely good, but is also insanely good at things that Nishinoya has a hard time dealing with to begin with. So it's just a really bad matchup for him, and for a person like Nishinoya who never seems to falter and is always the person who lightens up the team and stuff like that, it's really hard on him to not be able to do that, because he's so focused on trying to just gather himself and just be the player he's used to being and be the support that he's used to being. So yeah, I really like that, and I'm really interested in seeing Nishinoya overcome this and being like, okay, I may be afraid, or I may have met my worst matchup, but I can do this. I can definitely, even if I can't play my best, I can definitely play the best that I can right at this moment, and I will not let us down. So I'm really interested in seeing that, and even if he doesn't overcome it like completely in this match, I'm interested in seeing what is gonna happen going forward, because he is still only a second year. So there are definitely challenges to come later on, and we have yet to meet, and you have to like really good teams. Like, obviously we've met Torisawa, and we've met Inazaki, obviously, and we've had Nekoma and Fukurodani in practice matches, but we haven't met like the top, like Itachiyama, others that I don't remember the names of. So it would be interesting to see what happens when we get up there, and how Nishinoya will deal with that, and how he will grow, because I've said this before, Nishinoya and Kageyama are definitely the most talented players Karasuno have, and where Kageyama is always improving, because for a setter it's easier for him to see where he needs to improve on, because he has so many varied plays all the time, because he deals with different people, and when they up against a new team, the people, they change their strategy, so he has to constantly evolve. Where in Nishinoya, it's like, it's not always the same, but it's definitely more it's simpler than what Kageyama has to do. So when he does meet a wall, it's like it's different for him. He has to evolve in a different way. He has to find out what he's bad at or just not as good at in a different way. And obviously he's known from the beginning that he's not really that great with jump floaters, because he knows when he practices with Yamaguchi or with no, that's not his, Kinoshita, is that his name? I don't know. The other guy who does jump floaters on Krasno. He knows that he's not that great at it, so he knows it's a point where he has to be better. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing how he'll evolve from here. And I think that concludes my review of the chapter. It was really good. I really, also the humor with Tsukishima roasting people, that was really funny. It was generally a good chapter. I will still say the beginning was a little weird with all with the conversation. Yeah, it was a little weird, so just wasn't that into the first like two pages, but it was fine. And then the rest was really good, so yeah. Another solid chapter from Haikyuu. Obviously. I'll never not like Haikyuu, I think that's it, so yeah. But you can leave a thumbs up if you liked anything that I had to say. Leave in the comments below what you thought of the chapter, and if you want to subscribe, you can. And until next time, bye!